That's on the heaters. I'm bringing them up now.
Copy that. Thank you to everyone tuning into Jumperman Tech, where we specialize in HVAC but do everything DIY. Today we're working on a 2-pipe fan coil unit. This is the nightmare building, and we have another nightmare situation. So what's going on here is that I was here the other night and I found out that all the electrical heaters inside here are bad. The problem is that the access to them are from on top, and there's just about no space to replace them in the ceiling. So we literally have to take this thing down right now just to change the heaters and reinstall this unit. So the building, they cut this up for us, but as you can see, we have that little stud over there. That's not gonna let us do our work. Also, there's a pipe here. This is for the shower. That's in our way. This electrical's in our way. We got a drain line, we got a pipe, cut. And then we got 2 pipes, inlet and outlet, that we gotta cut. So let's get access. We're gonna have to take out the fire cable, take out all the thermostat wires, 2 power sources. So let's get started. Let's start by taking out this pipe right here. That's the valve. This is the shower. Well, that thing is closed, so we should be good to cut this. They said they were gonna take all this stuff out for us, but it is what it is. So, no valves here, so we're free to cut if there's no water coming out. That valve is holding. So let's start with cutting that out. We gotta get this out the way. And this electrical, hopefully we can just slide it past this once we get this pipe out and move that threaded rod out the way. We cut that pipe over there. Right now we're cutting the drain line. We also got the condensate out of the way. We will need to take out this. And let's just keep moving along. These are the electrical strip heaters. These are 208 volts. In this building, there's many different types. We also have the 120 volt version, and it is what it is. There's many different sizes of equipment here. So these are fan coil units that work off water for heating and cooling, but we have emergency electrical heat, and these are the heaters. All right, making progress. You gotta get these pipe sensors off. We got 2 of them. All right, there we go. 1, 2. Gotta check this wiring. I wanna make sure nothing has a problem here. We also have a fire cable right here coming in. Gotta be careful. We have a beam right here. So to bring this straight down. Yeah. Oh wow, this is gonna be a little more difficult. Look at these pipes. And then this thing is right against the wall. This is in our way. This is in our way. And that beam. Man, this is a little more difficult. It's just the space is tight. Let me take off this actuator. There's like a little clip on here. Okay. All right, that's out. Pipe sensors are out. This is gonna be our thermostat cable. Okay. Let's disconnect the electrical. We got 2 power sources coming in here. Got the, looks like we got 208 for the heaters and then 120 for the unit. Let's make sure the power is off. No, we got 110 there. Got 110 there. We got 110 there. Okay. So these switches must be backwards. Now, got nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Oh, those 2 switches, I guess. One is a single pole switch and the other one must be a 3-pole. That's the only way all 3 of these are coming down. All right, so those are our 2 power sources. Gotta mark those, make sure we put that in the right spot. And then got the fire cable, and then this thermostat cable. The only thing is to get this thing out of here, man. Is these pipes a little worrisome, but really, how you gonna get your, this one I can reach. This one, I don't know. You know what? I'm probably gonna have to cut into this. Oh man, this thing really is a nightmare. All right guys, we definitely have a problem here. Usually there's like shut-off valves outside the room, and I don't see any here. It goes into the other place. So the only shut-off is right there. Oh man, I don't know if we're gonna be able to really get that out like that. All right, so here's the room we're working in. There's some access panels, but we have no valves there. So there's 3 rooms here. 1, 2, and 3. But gotta go all the way down here. And right here are the valves. So in order for us to do this, we're gonna have to shut down all of those 3 rooms. Let's continue by taking off all the electrical and everything else but those last 2 pipes, so then we can talk with the engineer and see what he wants to do, because those rooms are packed right now. This is a hotel. It's gonna be a hot day today too, so those people are not gonna have air conditioning while we do this, and they're gonna complain because they're paying a lot of money for these rooms. So let's disconnect the electrical and mark everything. Here's just a quick tip. Here's just a quick tip for you guys if you want to put this back in the exact same order. So here's one of the wires that came in. I disconnected it and I put a yellow tape. And I put a yellow tape here as well. So you know, these go together. This one got the green, so you know, this goes over here. Green to green, and so forth. Red to red, blue to blue. So that's all our line voltage now. All right, as far as these, can now get it out the way. All right, everything's marked. That's one power source. Let's put that out the way. And let's get this one out the way. Make sure the tape stays on it. You don't want to lose those markings. Okay. Moving on. All right, this is getting a bit insane. So I can't get in there. Can't get to that thing. Look how they installed that filter. All the dirt was getting in the coil. All right, anyways, I got an idea. So my idea right now is to separate this unit in 2. I could take apart this fan motor housing. I could take this half out in one shot. And like that, I should have better access to that bolt. I'm gonna cut into the wall here. And that should help a lot. But we're gonna have to cut more wires because we got 1, 2 motors in here. Look how they did the ground. Oh man, look at that. Not even a wire nut. Come on. Anyways, let's mark all these wires and separate it to bring it down. This is the last set I gotta go through. I'm gonna cut these and mark them, and then we gotta cut the fan motor wires. Got these wires disconnected, these wires for the motor, thermostat, fire cable, 2 power sources. We cut the metal out the way, and I think if I take off the 4 screws here, this whole metal can come down, and like that I'll be able to reach those nuts so we can take down the coil and just take this one step at a time and see what we can do. But let's start with this. Just balance that out, okay?
All right.
Balance that.
What I'm doing is good, right?
Yeah, you good.
Right.
Just hold the end. I'm gonna balance out the last screw, so don't worry. I got you. Let's just get this last screw out of there, and this should come down. All right, hold it. All right. Calm down. Hold up. Calm down. Hold it with the hold it with the bracket in the back. All right, calm down. Oh, look, the heaters are right there. Bring it down.
Okay.
Hold it, hold it. All right, bring it down. Lay it down right there. No, go this way. Let's bring it down the same way it came down. Yeah, so bring it up the same way, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, look, the heaters are right here. I think we can change them just like this now.
Okay.
They said last time when they had to change the heaters, they had to take down the whole unit.
Right.
So this is great. We don't gotta take this down.
Okay. Look.
Oh man, it's a miracle. It's a miracle. Awesome.
Good.
So previously, the access panel cut here. So you only had access right here. So I actually couldn't even reach this relay or this one, but I was able to like reach one of the wires. I know this one is bad. This one does work, but just because of the spacing, we're gonna change both so we don't have any issues in the future where they're gonna have to take down the ceiling again. So we got 3 heaters here. These 2 work off one relay and this one works on one. Oh wow. I could see how it's literally physically broken. Right here, you see that? The spring came out. The coil is done. So definitely this one was bad. And these were like pulling only 2 amps. So I don't know if something is possibly broken or one of these little temperature sensor controls, maybe like the overload, like high, I don't know if it's a limit, some sort of limit control that went out. But anyways, the 4 that we have here are 208 volts and they work. I tested them already. So we're gonna change all 3 heaters and both relays. Let's start with this one. So let's go over this process. I'm gonna go over this one and the others I'm just gonna have to repeat. So we got 2 screws for each heater. Okay. These have no tip. Gotta make sure to put those back. See how these have tips? Gotta make sure you put everything back the same way. So right now, we got this guy right here. Oh. Okay, that's a little rough to get out. So we got this guy. On that. And then that there. Sometimes these go bad right here, just this control. But clearly you see how this is all broken? Yeah. And look how much dust is there. That's why I told you when we first turn on the heat, you get a smell. It's because of all this dust, all that stuff burns away. It's because they don't have proper filtration here. If you saw the filter, you know, it's allowing all the dust to go through there. All right. Let's separate these 2. You see how these wires connected?
Yeah.
Separate those and pass me 1 heater.
Okay.
So that one's gonna be pretty simple. Just put it back the same way. All right, here's our new heater. Put them in like this so it's easy to grab, and let's find the holes. Right there. Chris, let me get the drill.
Got it.
And pass me one of those screws. All right. Okay, next, put it on the drill. Okay. Beautiful. Get this wire in here. And then the next one is somewhere down here. I can't see, but pretty much you guys got the idea. That's how easy it is to change these heaters. And from here, we're also gonna change this relay. All right, which is pretty simple because we got basically the same exact ones. I personally think this is a very poor design for the relay. The threads for the screws are coming down. So if you don't take out this blower, you can't get this relay out unless you literally break it off. So we're gonna get those screws out and we're gonna put the screws the opposite way. So in the future, if the relay goes bad, you know, we don't gotta take out this whole fan motor or anything like that. We're just gonna simply change the relay like you should. That's nuts. All right, that's our relay. Can't use that same hole anymore because it's just so too big now. So let's do this. Okay. We're gonna zip in our own screws and that's it. All right, so points 1 and 3 is the coil, which is this side. 2 and 4 are the contacts. So this is the coil right here. And this is the contacts, normally open. Okay, let's do this neatly so we can probably close this electrical panel. Half the covers in this building are not even closed. Let's try to do some neat wiring here, even though I don't know how neat I can get that. Be here all day doing that. But anyways, that's how we changed the one heater and the relay. And we're pretty much gonna do the same process for these two, except this one relay controls both heaters, but it's just doubles the wires, but it's the same thing. So that's gonna be our next step. All right, guys, now that is a beautiful thing. Got all the heaters and new relays. Awesome, that's all wired up. Fortunately, we took off all these wires and everything. Cut everything, so we're gonna have to put all that stuff back, and that's gonna be the next step. What I want to do is actually test this also one last time before we put everything fully back, like this blower motor. You cannot run these electrical heaters without the fan running, but to test them, just turn the switch on, check amps, 1 second thing, turn it off, you know you're good. All right, guys, I'm gonna bypass this relay. And I want to check to make sure that we're pulling amps. We should get about 5 amps for each heater. So let's see, I think it's this one. Nope, this one. Right there, 5.3 amps. Beautiful. And now, let's check the next one. Power is off. Let's bypass the relay. So we're sending direct power to that heater. One side of 120 volts always goes to it. Then the other 120 volts activates through that relay. Let's turn that on. 5 amps. And let's check the next one. 5 amps. Beautiful. We're good to go. heaters are replaced. Got all those wires back, all this stuff, most of it. The only thing that I'm missing is the 2 fan motors. So at this point, let's neaten up some of this and let's get that housing back up there. Now we got 2 motors here. I was about to bring it up. See that, how it spins? This is a double shaft. Look at this one. Doesn't spin. Oh man. This thing gotta be changed. I wanna see if we can get that or if they have something in the building. I know they'd be replacing these. Let's see. If we can get that motor today, then we're gonna have to change that. If not, if we cannot get that motor, what I would have to do is disconnect that heater. I would need to disconnect that heater because if we don't have air passing through, we're gonna fry that heater. And now it makes sense. That's the heater that literally broke and fried. Probably got too hot, and that's it. Probably because that fan went bad. And that's what happened with that heater. So let's see if we can do anything about that. If not, I'm just gonna have to leave that heater disconnected until that motor can be replaced. But they do have 2 heaters at least to do something for this room. And honestly, that should probably take care of the room. But it would be nice to have that extra heater. It is what it is. All right, guys, so they do not have this in stock in the building. This is the single shaft, but they do have the double shaft motor. This is a 4-speed motor. This is a 3-speed motor. This has a double shaft. This has a single shaft. This is 4 microfarads, but this works off 5 microfarads. But in this case, it's kind of like emergency situation. I should be able to get this to work. So what we can do is actually grind off one side of the shaft, eliminate the 4th speed, and put in the proper capacitor. And I should be able to get them going for today because of the situation. I mean, come on, we can't leave them hanging. This room's been out for a few days already. This needs to get back in order, so. It is what it is, and it's Friday. I want to go home, so let's do it.
I found one, 5 MSD one.
All right, and we got the parts in the truck. Sounds good, man. Bring it over.
Understood.
All right, guys, let's see how this goes. Let's open this up. How does this work? Okay, let's leave that there. Wow, looks like just like a little clip hole in this thing. Yeah, just like a little clip. Wonder if I can just like maybe loosen that. That came right off. All right, we need the angle bit for that. Let's remember how this all goes. I always like to remember the positioning of things. So let me put that there. So it goes like this, and this. So let's keep that like that. I know you gotta sand down the shaft. Yeah, that definitely needs to be sanded down. There's nowhere to grab on here. I'm trying to smack it loose a little. Okay, I see the move. This is annoying. There's nowhere to grab on this thing. Oh man. I see it move. I seen it move though. Gotta match up the rotation and make sure we don't cut the wrong side of that shaft. This is a resilient mount. So we could just loosen that up. And this one, let's get that off. These little clips. Pay attention, Chris. Got these little clips here. And this one. Okay, that's for the back. And then it comes right off. Okay. That's garbage. And we gotta cut this shaft before we can lay that down. All right, let's line this up, beautiful. And we're pretty much just gonna reverse the process, get these clips back on, tighten that down, get the blade on, and the cover. Awesome. All right, that's on there. Got the capacitor wired. Just gonna sand down this shaft a bit, get the new wheel in, put the housing back on, and let's get this thing up and running. All right. Got that blade on, and let's put this housing back on. Here's the new motor. You can see how freely that spins now. Awesome. All right, come up. Let's try to carefully. Right there, hold up. Right there, hold it for a sec.
Got it.
Hold it, okay? All right. Beautiful. Just gotta put the last two screws in and we're up here. Ran the wires in, so let's go ahead, wire up these motors. All right, we got the actuator back on with the water open, but if you can, I don't know if you guys can hear it, but I'm gonna try to quiet it down if you can hear this. We got water passing through. Let's try changing the actuator because it's not springing back. Got one here. There's so many problems with this unit, it's insane, really. What's gonna be next? So here's the old one. You can see it's actually all rusted up. When you push this spring, it's supposed to spring back. It's not doing anything. It's staying the way it is. This one, spring it back, and watch it go back. There you go. All right, you guys can, hope you guys can pay attention to the sound. You can hear the water rushing. Shh. I'm gonna release the spring now. And the sound is gone. We had a bad actuator. Just one thing after another. All right, let's get these pipe sensors on, but should be able to test. All right, I started kneading up the wires a little bit. Still a mess there, but our motor is running. This motor is running. Got the system on cool. Light is on, and I see the actuator spring opened. Now we just gotta test the heat. All right, got this heater working. Just switched it to heat. Got that heater working. Just switched it to heat. And we got that heater working. Switched it to heat. That's a beautiful thing. All right, so quickly we got to put this drain line back with the condensate pump. Goes out there, and this shower head. All right, so you want to ream the inside and the outside of these pipes. We ain't playing games no more. Got the press tool, M18. This thing is amazing. Alright. Let's make sure this is straight. Straight down. Looks good. Done. This tool's amazing. Done. All right, guys. It's all closed up and ready to roll. I tested the heating and cooling, and we're done. If anyone found this video interesting or helpful, please drop a like, comment, and subscribe as I come out with new videos every week. And I'll catch you all next time.